Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. We're here. We made it. Listen, allow me to nerd out a little bit. I went and saw the Assistant World Orchestra perform Final Fantasy VII live at the Shrine Auditorium, and I cannot tell you how incredible that was for me. It did something to me, guys. It did something to me. For a little bit of context, here's the other component of it. I feel like a lot of us are kind of going through this, but I have to do things a lot by myself. And it's not because, oh my God, you're so sad, you have no one to hang out with. No. That's not the point. The point is, the older you get, everyone's establishing families, they have loved ones, maybe they're with partners, maybe they're just busy. It just happens. That's how life is. So I'm trying to be more open about going and experiencing things by myself and trying to take myself out on solo dates because I don't want to miss out and regret opportunities of being like, man, I could have went to that thing, but you didn't go because you were by yourself, and I just didn't want to be stuck at home playing video games. Which is kind of ironic because I went to see an orchestra play one of my favorite games of all time, but that's beside the point. Last night was incredible, and if I didn't get out of my bubble, I don't think I would have been able to experience how I'm feeling this morning and also what I experienced last night. There is something about an orchestra playing live music and the composition in front of you. And I'm fortunate enough to live in Los Angeles where I have opportunities to go see orchestras perform different movies or like live scores of movies or whatever. And I've seen La La Land perform live at the LA Historic Park. I've been able to go to like the Hollywood Bowl for the summer series and have an orchestra play Star Wars or whatever. And it's great and that's incredible, but I don't know what it is about going into an auditorium that just kicks it up a notch and takes it to a whole new level. Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games of all time. I know I'm a big Super Mario nerd and just a Nintendo dork in general, but like Final Fantasy VII was literally one of the first games that I've ever played as a kid, watched the story unfold, actually cried to a moment in it, and then at the end of it was just like, I just did not know video games could be like that. I'm so used to side scrollers growing up and different things, but that was the first thing that I felt like was a movie. The score was beautiful, even if it was coming from a PlayStation 1. The storyline was tremendous. It had a lot. It opened up to my eyes about how beautiful and cool video games could be. So seeing an orchestra play one of my favorite games of all time live in person was just bucket list, cherry on top, great evening. The other thing about theater games is that, yes, you can play them on a co-op, you can play them online with friends, but there's some games like Final Fantasy VII where you're watching the story unfold by yourself. There's certain things that happen that you are kind of just reacting to, and you don't really think about the others that are experiencing this until you go to something like this or you talk to other friends that are playing it. And to see people verbally react to scenes that are happening as the band is playing was just something so cool to me. And then to see all the cosplay, whether they went all out in garb or if it was just like minimal cosplay, that was so cool to see. But guys, the music of this game and hearing that soundtrack live was just aspirational. It was so great. And I cannot recommend enough for anyone to go out of your comfort zone and go do those things. Because if I did not get out of my comfort zone and not go out by myself to go see this thing, I would have missed out and would have regretted that decision. Because now I'm like, yo, let's try to be as creative as we can today. And it's all because of seeing that stupid piece of music that had such an impact in my life. And I'm so thankful to them for putting that on. So anyway, go out and do those things. Go out and have fun. I don't know what I'm doing with this, but I just wanted to share it. So, peace.